As of December 31, 2007, American contractors has revenues from construction sales of $651,300. Labor thus far is 123,500, and materials used equal to 320,122. What is the gross profit for the month of December? So you have to choose from these. So gross profit is uh, equal to the income minus the cost of the things. Okay, so whatever is the income minus the cost. So how many items are income and how many items are cost? You have to subtract it. So I need some answers from you. So you can use your calculators, okay, and to answer.
Is it C?
Uh, yeah, we will see. Okay. Uh, so you up to now you have now 16 or 17 are here. So we have only got 5 answers. So I need more answers. Only 5 answers. No one else want to answer? Okay, so then I go to the next slide. Yes, so 100% of you have said this is the answer. Okay. Then the next answer question is, oh, okay, so those of you have answered it. So next time I would like more of you should answer. Okay. Okay, next question is this. A manufacturer will be paid $60 for each type A, $200 for type B, and $400 for type C products produced. So payment in the amount of what must be made if 30 type A units, 60 type B units, and 80 type C units were produced. Add 15% for the profit. So it's like a high school question. So any more answers? Okay, so in this case, what you have to do is you have to just multiply it. So for example, 30 type A, so what is the price for 30 type A? 30 times 200. Okay, and then 60 times 400, and then yeah. So this is the first one is the answer, and then in the end you will add 15% for the profit. So everyone has correct answered it correctly. Okay. Uh, okay, next. Okay, in this case, the leaderboards are here. Yeah, some of you who did not answer in the first one, yeah, they are missing out. Okay. Okay, next is an employee works 30 hours in week 1 and works 50 hours in week 2 to make up for the hours lost in week 1. The employee's wages are $15 per hour. A normal work is 40 hours. So any hours worked more than 40 hours in a week are paid at 50% more than the wage per hour. What is his pay? Yeah, this will be so it will be less than 1,000, more than 1,050, between 1,000 and 150, or it cannot be determined. So I have got 5 answers. Very good. I have got 7 answers. Any more answers? Okay, so let's go to the results. Yeah. So one of you have answered more than 1,050, which in fact is not correct, but most of you have answered between 1,000 and 1,050. And in fact, the correct answer is 1,020. For the second week in which the worker works for 50 hours, so extra 10 hours will be paid for like 50% more. So that will be paid for $18 per hour. Okay. And then the remaining 80 hours, remaining 30 plus 40, 70 hours will be paid for like 12 hours. So 70, if I calculate it by my calculator, 70 times 12 plus 10 times 18, that is $1,020. Yes. So most of you have corrected it, calculated it correct. Okay, next. Okay, these are the leaders. Okay. Okay, no problem. Next is, okay, Joe Bob contractor was awarded a contract for $110,000. His contract was based on an estimated total cost for the job of $83,000. If his costs to date are $28,000 and the estimated costs to complete are $52,500, what is the percentage of completion? So the percentage of completion formula is the project cost incurred divided by the total updated estimated costs. Oh, sorry. I think I clicked it. And, can I go back? Maybe. Hmm. Yeah. So can you answer it again? So what is the percentage completion? So the percentage completion formula is given. Yeah, so in this case, you can see that if the costs to date are $28,000 and the estimated cost to complete are $52,500. And what is the percentage of completion? So percentage of completion is equal to the uh, 28,000 divided by the total estimate. Okay. So the total estimate is, for example, 28,000 has already spent, and then an extra 52,500 will be needed. So 28,000 plus 52,500, that will be 80,500. So that 80,500 will be in the denominator, and then that will divide 28,000. And then in this case, you will get the answer. So who got it correct? Yes, so 35% is the answer. So someone have got 33% as well, like 29%. Okay. So in this case, yeah, these are the leaderboards. Sultan, Talishan, Alina, and then, okay. Okay, next question is, according to industry standards, it will take 40 hours each for two men to complete a particular task. How many 8-hour days will it take if five are assigned to complete the same task? So your choices are 2, 3, 5, 4. In this case, the hint to complete the question is that the man number of man multiplied by the hours, that will remain constant. Okay, because that will give us the amount of work needed. Okay, so amount of work is constant. So hours and a number of man can be changed, but their product is constant. So using this information, you can calculate the number of days. So for example, if you can see that 40 hours and 2 men, so that means the total work needed is 40 times 2, that is 80 man hours. Okay, and then on the other hand, we have the 8 hours per day, and then 5 men. So 80 times 5 is like, sorry, 8 times 5 is like 40. So in each day, we are providing, so in each day we are providing like 40 man hours. So this means that we will need to provide 80 man hours. So therefore we will need like how many days? 2 days. Okay. So the answer will be 2. Yes. So 88% of you have selected the correct answer. And the leaderboards is here. Mhm. Okay. Next, a backhoe is purchased for $60,000 with an expected useful life of 8 years. The salvage value is $6,000. Calculate the annual depreciation allowed if the straight line method of depreciation will be used. So remember that from your engineering economy course, straight line depreciation method, and then you can easily calculate it. So straight line depreciation is equal to this purchase price minus the salvage value, and then divided by the useful life. So in this case, it will be hmm, most of you are not participating. You are uh, about 20 of them you are present, but only 6 or 7 are answering. So mm, more of you should answer. Okay, so yeah, so everyone have answered it correctly. Okay, next is, okay, the leaderboards are still Sultan and Tulishan. Hmm. Estimate and hmm, estimated and actual job costs for a project are: task 1 estimate is 2,500, actual is 2,300. Task 2 is estimate is 3,800, actual is 4,400. And task 3 is estimate is 5,000 and actual is 4,200. And task 4 is actual is this, uh, estimate is this, and actual is this. So job estimate and completed job estimate and completed showed that the project was, so what is the choice? So what you have to do is you have to add all the estimates and add all the actuals, and then you can compare. So if the estimate is more than the actual, then it will be over. If estimate is less than the actual, it will be under. Hmm. So yeah, $100 under. Okay. And this is the, oh, okay. So now, okay, this is the leaderboard. Mhm. Maybe now I change a little bit. Okay. It will be, I enable the timer. So the quicker you answer, the higher marks you will get. And the timer is you have to answer within like 120 second. 120 second. Okay. Okay, so to cover workers' compensation, $0.2 for each, $100 is uh, $0.2 of each, $100 is withheld for office employees. $0.3 for each, $100 is withheld uh, for field employees. And then office employees payroll was $30,000 and field employee payroll was $140,000. What will the workers' compensation equal? Do you understand what's the mean? So actually you have to set up an equation and I think those two simultaneous equations you need to set up to find their compensation. Okay. Yeah. So I have got 7 results. So here is the answer, $480. So in this case, since I timed it, so therefore the quicker you answer, higher the marks you will get. Okay, so this is the, yeah, so these are the results. Okay, next question is, you have been awarded a contract. Okay, you estimate that it will take 1,500 man hours to complete the job. You must finish the job in 8 days. Okay, and based on a 5-day work week with no overtime, how many laborers will you need to schedule? So 1,500 man hours, 8 days, and 5 days work week. So hours, every day hours you provide is 40 hours. So now you know how many workers you need. Okay, so you have to answer it. So you have 90 more seconds to answer. Okay, so I have got the usual 7 answers. I think others are not participating. Okay. Then, yes. So the correct answer is 24. Yeah. So if you will divide 1,500 by 5 times 8, so then that will be your answer. Okay, so here how you will, yeah, here because now I have changed the timing, so there are some changes in the leaderboard. Okay, so the quicker you will answer, the more points you will get. Okay, the next is, if materials cost $1.2 per linear foot and installation costs equal 75 cents per linear foot, how much would the estimate be for 250 linear feet to be installed? So there is a 20% cost for the overhead and 10% for the profit margin. So in this case, then you have to find the total estimate. Yes, any more answers? Only 7 of you are participating. I would have liked more of you to participate, but not. Anyway, so I go to the results. Yes, $6,650. So one of you have answered it not correct. Okay, $650. So it will be, for example, 250 linear foot multiplied by $2 per linear foot. Okay, so it will be 200, 500, and then 500 $2 per linear foot, because that is the total for material and the labor cost. Okay, and then you will add 30%, so it will be 150, and then you will add also 30, yeah, 30%. 20 plus 10 is 30%, so 150. So 500 plus 150, that will be 650. Okay. Next. XYZ company is invoiced on November 4th for $3,750. Okay, if the invoice is paid within 10 days of the invoice date, the XYZ company can get 2% discount from the supplier. So what would they pay if they paid the invoice on November 12th? So November 12th is after 8 days. So what will be the, or what would they pay? So you get an invoice, and then what would be paid? So how much discount they will get, and then that much amount that they will pay. Okay, so only 7 of you have answered. So, and everyone has answered it correctly. That was a rather quite easy question. Mm. Okay, next question is, yeah. Sorry. A contractor has completed 40% of project, which has a total contract price of this. The amount of his invoice should be. That is very easy. Okay, so I'm going to show you the uh, options, and then quicker you will click the right options, the higher the marks you will get. Here it is. Yeah, any more answers? Where is the 7th person? Yeah. Okay. Okay, then we move to the results. Yes. So most of you have, all of you have answered it correct, but the higher marks will be for those who answered quickly. Yeah. Okay. So neighbor's kid is 9,870 and television. Okay. Good. Yeah, maybe I should have put the timing from the beginning. I think because now others who have left behind, they have been not very motivated to participate. So this is the disadvantage of the competitions. Anyway, this competition does not, it's just like a formative assignment, uh, formative assessment. So uh, I will not include actually anything in the final grading. Okay. We have a few more questions left, so let's move. Okay, next question is, Richard's weekly earning is $300 per week. Okay, if he works 40 hours, any overtime work is paid at 50% more hourly wage. If he works 60 hours, how much will he be paid? So that is easy. So just think about it, and then I will show you the options for the answer, and then you can quickly select those options. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
It's almost always the second choice, isn't it?
Always? No, I did not notice that, actually. Yeah, it may be just a coincidence. Yeah, it's not always. Yeah, I did not notice that. I put most of the choices as number 2. Okay, next is, yeah, so this is the correct answer. So some of you have answered it incorrectly as a 600, but the answer is 525. Okay, so in this case, yeah, and so now Sultan has taken over the second position. Okay, but with very small points difference. Tilijan is still leading. Okay. Next question. Okay. You bid a job for $45,700. Okay. And you have paid direct costs and overhead, and you show a profit of $5,500. Now, what is your profit as a percentage of gross income? So if the gross income is the same as the amount for which you have bid. So, okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, only the 7 participants are answering. So let me go to the correct answer. So 12%. And then, yeah. Okay, so still the same. Okay, not much difference. Okay, next is this question. Yeah. So Justin is painting the outside of a building that measures 35 feet by 50 feet by 10 feet. His cost is 50 cents per square foot. Okay. And he wants to make a 10% profit. So the total bid is. So that means the 35 feet, 50 feet, and 10 feet means 35 feet is the width of the building, 50 feet is the length of the building, and 10 feet is the height of the building. So you have to calculate the total area, okay? And then multiplied by then the per square foot rate, and then add 10% profit, okay? Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got the 7 answers. So let's go to the, yeah. So the correct answer is 935. Yeah. So that $10,000 is way, way away answer. Okay, so okay, now both of these are numbered at number 2, equal points per skills. And then 10,800, 10,834, 800, so very close. Okay, yeah. Next is this question. I think only a few questions, maybe it may be the last one. For a piece of equipment purchased for $32,000 on June 1, 2018, using the straight line method of depreciation. Calculate the amount to be depreciated by the end of year 2018. So the salvage value is $6,000. The life of the equipment is 5 years. So make sure that because in the straight line depreciation method, uh, in this case, you will see that when the equipment was purchased, okay, so at the end of this year, then I think for how many months equipment was used, and accordingly, then you will depreciate it. Okay, so I'm going to the choices. 1, 2, 3. Oh, very quickly, we got the 7 answers. So yes, so most of you have answered 3033, but some have also made the mistake because 5,200 is actually the annual depreciation, but here there is no annual depreciation. Here the depreciation has taken place for actually 7 months. So, no, it's not for the full year. Okay, so yes, so in this case, Name First Kid maybe has answered it wrongly, so that's why Sultan has taken over, and then Tilujan is still at the top. Okay, this may be the last question. Okay. Okay. A contractor is using the latest closeout sheet to estimate future work. The latest uh, projected direct cost of uh, $11,000 and total overhead of $1,200. So the new project is expected to be 7% drop in overhead and 3% drop in direct cost. So the new estimate will be. Okay, so you understand the idea of this question and now ready for the answer. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's move to the final result. Yes, so 11,786 is the correct answer, which was answered by 67% of you, 4 of you. Okay, so these are the results, 14,000, okay. Yeah, thank you very much for taking part. And then this is the question is, a front-end loader is purchased for $99,000. Using the Mac RS 5-year depreciation and assuming this type of equipment will realize a 20% depreciation the first year and 30% the second year. Calculate the maximum amount that can be depreciated annually. So the salvage value is $12,000. So out of 20% and 30%, the maximum amount annually which can be depreciated is 32%. Okay, so this is the hint for the answer. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Some more answers? Yeah. Okay, so the correct answer is 31,680 because that was the 32% of the initial value. So that's the end of the competition. Okay, so thank you very much for participation. And sorry, over here.
Ask question about the last question.
Last?
So, yes, when we talk about depreciation, 32% refers to the initial price or the depreciation amount?
Yeah, to the initial price. Yeah, in the although it has been a long time ago when you have studied it, the Mac RS depreciation method, in the Mac RS depreciation method, you always refer to the initial price. Yeah. So that's
Thank you very much.
base value. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
So that's all for today. So we will continue the quantitative problem solving types in the next video, in the next week as well. And I will also decide about the final exam, and then I will consider your suggestion for changing the time. Okay, but I will announce it later. Okay. If you have any questions now.